Yo, 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 what's good, what's good, what's good, YouTube, Twitch, what is good? We are just about to do some lab, and then we're gonna get on some City of the Wolves and try out that new tech that's going around. Let me change the master volume. Turn the master volume to like probably like 60. Alright, my bad, chat. Yeah, we're gonna test out some of the City of the Wolves stuff later. But for now, we're just kinda lab. We're gonna lab a little bit. Some of the stuff that was happening yesterday, and Giuseppe's set that we had last night. Really good set, by the way. This is not the color I wanted. Nah, you good. I literally just went live. I wanted to kind of lab some things and then switch over to City of the Wolves. I'm seeing a lot of new tech on the timeline. It looks pretty broken, pretty game breaking if they don't patch it out. That we're gonna test out a little bit later on the stream. Oh hell yeah, those matches were good. Because even though I know what GSL does and I played her, it's good to get reps against her because I'd never fought one. You feel me? Like I've never fought against her, so it was like very valuable to get those matches in. But yeah, like in our match, the main thing that I saw was like, yeah, this button right here is like really peak. Especially against Charlotte, because like if you do it from this distance, it's no way I can punish you. You know what I mean? Like if it bounces on my block, I can't punish. Like even on like that's not even gonna be a punish. And her 6-6B is gonna be one of her fastest punishes because all of her buttons are just slow. Now, of course, if you do it from this range, I can always crouch B punish. But it's like from this range, it's like nothing I can do. And that's gonna work out in your favor because it's like at that point you do that, and even if I were to like try to like press on that, bam, so you get a stop, I would have to jump. Now of course I could jump if you predictably do that every time. That's why, I mean, of course you wouldn't do it every time, but then it's even that you have that option. So it's like it's nothing, you know, I can do. You can kind of play a little safer. Right there. Could I do the anti-air dash? Yeah, you could. I mean, yeah, if somebody was jumping over. Yeah, exactly. Like if I were to just like that. Exactly. Like you can layer that so hard and then it's like, and you could probably get that if you jump. Let me see. That would be for a floaty jump. Like you could actually catch somebody that jump. If their jump was floaty, like you know the rest of the cast they jump hella floaty, so you could probably actually do that as well. Especially maybe like if you do a cause she can just cancel. Like so that's like an option, right? Some things that I need to get better at, especially in the matchup, was this move. I kept throw punishing, but it's no reason for me to throw punish when I get a free like stand B. You have to be a little faster. Crouch B is way easier to do, crouch B uppercut, but I definitely need to stop throwing the punish because I'm just scaling all of my damage. Like there's no reason for me to do this. I'm getting 168 versus if I like just do the punish 256. So that's like big. I think that's one of the major things I saw punishment wise that I needed to do. I was punishing that a little too light. Of course, like I told you, I was doing this for guard chip because 4 jump ins is auto red. So like now you're going red off of 4. Usually I would just go for 2 and then I would just see what you was gonna do. If I did this, then at this point you're pretty close to red territory. Cause like now you're blinking red. So that was two heavies and 1 medium, 2 medium, 3 medium, 4 medium. So 2 heavies, 4 mediums. Just to like crank that gauge. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, cause the only thing you really risk, the biggest thing like I was saying that you really risk with let me change the track. I've been listening to Kage's theme like all day. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Is this the updated stream OST or the old stream OST? There we go. Alright. Yeah, like deflect and stuff like that, right? So of course anytime you press a heavy or normal, you risk deflect, but it's like her heavy normal is so good, especially because it's like free guard shift, and it's like, yeah, a person would have to jump. I feel like it forces a situation, especially because you can move back. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I could guess, but I mean, it's a guess. Anytime somebody's deflected, it's a guess. That's why I was saying, if you're fighting somebody, because I put this in my guide too. If you're fighting, because even on the wiki they say, you know, Charlotte's weakness is she's pressing a straight button, so of course you can deflect all of these, right? So if you're just sitting over here deflecting, and I'm like committing, damn, I committed, you know, damn, I committed, okay, and damn, I committed. Like, all of these things are commitment, right? But in reality, that's only gonna stop a player that, for one, is autopiloting buttons, for two, a player that's not really like aware that that can be a weakness of Charlotte, right? So if I know that you're gonna deflect, if I ever know that a person's gonna deflect, I'm literally gonna sit here, because deflect has enough recovery to literally sit here and full on react with a crouch C on reaction. So if I'm running at you and then I just don't press and you deflect, you're eating 207 every single time with no life recovery. 207, boom, 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 boom. That was a late punish. Already, like, lost all the life. So it's like, while I think that it does work at probably like a certain level, like a lower level, I think that when both players are aware, it doesn't work like that, because you go to deflect and you just eat a crouch C anyway. Yeah, exactly. It's not something that a person should, yo, what's good, bro? It's way too risky, especially because depending if somebody really know your time, man. Let me see. If somebody really knows your time, man, because some characters have good dash attacks. Now, against Charlotte, her dash attacks aren't that great, because her dash C is like whatever. Her dash attack, like a Haomaru or something, would like basically get a lot of damage off a dash, be into uppercut. But it's like against Gongsun Lee versus Charlotte, Charlotte doesn't have a really good dash attack, but she does have a good crouch C. And I'm doing that late. I'm not even doing that preemptive or anything. I'm doing that as a late punish. Like, that is a late punish. That is a late reaction. And especially if you're looking for that, I feel like if you're looking for that, then you're going to always be able to hit that. And the thing is, I fought some high-level players in this game. And, like, I hit those. You feel me? Like, because she's a pokey character. So, of course, once I see this one time, I'm like, okay, they like to deflect. So, they're looking for that deflect. And if I can get that, boom, boom, now we reset neutral. And I think that, in general, Charlotte is just, like, really good for me because she plays like Chun-Li. She's basically Chun-Li and Balrog. Balrog, because of the jump, she has a very tiny jump, just like Street Fighter 4 Balrog. So it's like she has the tiny jump like Balrog, but she's like Chun-Li with the poke game just to keep somebody at bay, keep them at mid-range. Now, of course, the big counter to her would be a deflect, but it's like all you have to do is wait, boom, boom. If you put delays in your buttons, you're not going to get deflected. It's impossible. That means if somebody did deflect you, they guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, another major thing that I saw is like Umbrella, because I didn't know this until I was like fighting you. Then I put 2 and 2 together. If Umbrella is off the screen and you teleport, she's mad unsafe. And that was the nerf that they put on her because she used to stall. She used to stall really bad. Yeah, if it's on the screen, if it's visibly on the screen, that's why I would run forward. If it's visibly on the screen when you teleport, you have 0 recovery. Like, if you do this, I can't hit you. I would have to already have the button active. Literally active. You see what I mean? it instant recovers because I'm pressing B. I would have to have the button already active. You see? Still not a punish. But if that shit is off screen, if you cannot see it anymore, and she teleports, punish every time. So keep that in mind that, like, and that's what I'm saying, like, I've watched Samsho players, and sometimes even in battle, they're not doing these things that I've already thought of. Not to say, like, the game almost been out, like, 5-6 years or whatever, but that's the mindset, the quick instinct, the killer instinct. I'm like, okay, if I run this shit off screen, she's unsafe. That's what it takes. Like, that's the championship level shit that's gonna get you right. Because now I know if she teleports, I'm gonna hit her in her back. Guaranteed. You see what I mean? So now it's more of a risk. So you need the screen to move back so you can see the umbrella. Like, if you can see the umbrella, that's where if I run forward, especially like at a full screen like this, if I run forward and we're playing right here, you're gonna have to, with her, one of the major things that I would suggest you start doing is block trains like this. Her crouch C can go into fireball. This was like one of the primary block trains I was using with her when she doesn't have her weapon, because all of her normals are canceled. So it's like you can do boom, boom. You could do stand C into teleport. What's good, Young Jay? You could do stand C into teleport. That's like really good too, like that. Anything into a heavy button into like teleport is like really good. But when she don't got that weapon, it's like her crouch and C is so good because it just goes directly into fireball. And it combos. So it's like she got a lot of value, and then it's like when she get the full stock, she can do crouch C, fireball, 6-6A, like this. And get a hard knockdown and then go right back to the umbrella. Or if you want to do 6-6A, teleport back to the umbrella. You know what I mean? So it's like you're always like controlling that space, because if the 6-6A hits, it's hard knockdown anyway. So now, if we're playing neutral, at this range, I'm playing neutral, it's really nothing, because it was matches where you were literally boxing me out, and I was like, damn, your neutral is really, really strong right here. But it would be moments where I would like get you here, and I would get you here, and then I could control the match because I know you're gonna probably like jump right here. And I need to get better at 6-6A people right there, or dash DPing, because sometimes the DP would trade. Because I was using B, you have to do it a little later for it not to trade, kind of like that. But when we were doing this, it's like all you need to do with her is this, and literally this hit confirm right here, because you can hit confirm that shit. You can late confirm it. Like if it hits, it's a late confirm every single time. So I would just play neutral outside of here, and if somebody ran at me or pressed, I would whip punish them with crouch B. And that's one reason I really liked her, because she can just whip punish with crouch B, like. So like we're playing out here, and then it's like, okay, like what are you gonna do? Boom, keep you out. Boom, boom, he's frustrated. Now I jump, and it's like the moment I jump, it's like boom, right back, and just play neutral. Like I fought a Charlotte one time in that Discord. When I had just picked up GSL, I fought a Charlotte in that Discord when I was in that Discord, and it was really bad. Like, I mean, I literally deleted them. Like, they didn't get one game on me. I beat them like 20-0. They weren't, I mean, they might have been learning. I don't know how long they've been playing, but that's not the important part. The important part was I was shutting down the matchup, and I knew Charlotte players like to jump. And if you know any Charlotte, they're gonna jump. It's impossible for a Charlotte player to play you without jumping. They're gonna jump. I don't care how good you are. Guppy's the best Charlotte in the world, and he's jumping. Once you eliminate that jump, I think it's heavily I think it's heavily in GSL's favor, in a sense that if you literally keep your weapon, if you're weaponless, like if you don't have your umbrella, then the shit is like not that bad. It's like around probably like 5-5-ish. And this is just my opinion, right? I think it's around even-ish if you don't got your weapon. because, but you can still zone her out. Like, that's the thing. You can still zone her out. So without your weapon, I still feel like you eat pretty well, right? But with your weapon, like, you clear her, because it's like she can never jump on you, and her whole game is with a short jump. So it's like she can't jump on you. So immediately you already control the ground. Both of y'all's normals is good, but your normals are like better, I would say, in a sense that you, if you put that right there, I can't do anything, right? Same thing. If I put if I do this normal to you, you really can't do nothing. But I mean, it's just off the, yeah, because that's way too slow. Yeah, so it's like we both can poke outside of range, but then it's like you have a better fireball, because I can't use this fireball for zoning purposes, right? It's just for like a presence, and it's better in rage. Because if you don't have your weapon, it's like you don't have an anti-air anymore. You would have to run under me, or use stand D. Because stand D is a good anti-air too. Like, if I jump, stand D is godlike. And sometimes you were hitting me in startup of me trying to jump with stand A. But yeah, if I jump at you, if you're weaponless, you can still stand D me. Yeah, stand D is like really good. So I feel like fireball, you were doing the fireballs. Once you get your maple charge, your strings also become plus with your charge, like with the explosion. So it's like, when I didn't have my weapon, I would literally just boom. I'd be like boom, 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 play lane, get my weapon back. If I wanted to throw it, I would just like keep you at this spacing. If I do throw you, boom, get the weapon back. And now I just want to control the air. As long as you control in the air, when she has her umbrella, I feel like it's definitely like 6-4. Because you, like, as Charlotte, you don't have a fireball to contest. You would have to JD her fireball. Charlotte's rage ain't that, but like, it's not scary like that. Because rage fireball is like whatever. Like, I mean, it's good, but it's not really good against Gung Sun Lee. And that's another thing. If I were to do that and you had umbrella out and I'm like over here trying to shoot that, it's like you're just gonna teleport behind me and punish me anyway, you know? So I think that that's like the major difference. Keep umbrella, go air to air, don't be afraid to air jump back B is like really good, like stuff like that. Like, I feel like you were cooking with that stuff. Like, your jump normal presence was like really good. I think your jump normal presence was like really good in general. That's like the main thing, because when I played her, I played in like the reverse. When I played her, all I did was anti-air people. It was some people literally that I would beat only by anti-air. Like that Jubei you fought the other day, you would have literally beat that Jubei just staying in umbrella form and just anti-airing like 1020%. It wouldn't have been nothing he could do about it, because he would jump in these spots where I knew he was gonna jump. And it's like, nah, like you were weaponless though. It's like, nah, like a lot of her value is gonna come from just hitting somebody for jumping. Because characters, especially any character that cannot alter their jump, you can't alter your jump. That's free. It's like, I'm going to anti-air you over and over and over because it's quarter circle back, so I'm not gonna miss. So it's like, if she jumps at me at all moments, I'm just waiting on her to jump, and I'm gonna just retreat right back to my umbrella. And then it's like, damn, you want to jump again? Bad. I'm telling you, I fought a Charlotte that kept jumping, and then after I anti-aired him probably about like 4 or 5 times, he started trying to press me on the ground. He would like, you know, run at me, try to press buttons, and I was like, boom, boom. You gonna run at me? You giving me charges? Bad. Now I only need one more, so now I'm stocked up. I ain't even gotta burn it. Like, now, what do? Because if you press on me again, look at that. This this the hot spot right here. Like right about right there. Like that's a hot spot. On top of like right there, that's just safe to do. Unless they deflect. So it's like she got the perfect spacing on top of 6-6A would just whip punish anyway. Or if you want a 6-6B right there, you would just have to be faster. Of course, if I'm just whipping crouch C. Because right, her 6-6B don't got that much range. That's the problem with her 6-6B. You got to run a little deep. And it's not going to be able to punish. But 6-6A is always going to give you that, you know, that punish that you want. Because you can get a little closer. Because, like, Charlotte does keep you at a pretty good range. Like, her crouch B reaches mad far. So it is hard to space outside of it, but then you gotta also account for if she's crouch being, that means it's a low. I mean a crouching normal, so you could just jump in on top of her and get a fat combo. The risk of her hitting crouch B and you jumping would be like super risky anyway. But it's like once you stocking up, you straight. But as long as you control the jump arc, like you good. Like that's the biggest thing. Most of these characters in this game want to jump. If you can eliminate the jump, that's another reason why I picked her up, because I was like, bro, her anti-air is too good, especially in this game where a lot of players like to jump. Players religiously jump. Her air is really good, and on top of her universal overhead is like really good because of the range on it. So it's like hitting from way over here. So she creates this situation that you have to deal with no matter what. And her normals, like even if you hit somebody with an H and nothing happens, something is happening because you are about to guard break them. Now I got her here and it's like, boom, GG's. And that shit does so much damage that it's definitely worth it. And you could just cut off the screen too. Like that's another thing. Cutting off the screen is like super important. Like even stuff like that, to cut off the screen, because now they can't jump. You see what I mean? They can't jump, nor can they come in the middle of the umbrella, because you can always SSM. If they jump to get to you, you SSM anti-air and they cook. So it's like, because you can react. That's another thing with this move. Like if you can get it out, it just puts the umbrella at this really good angle to where I can control the screen like really well now. Because if you jump at any point, I'm gonna get an SSM on you. You can't even zone anymore, you know? Yo, what's up, Rose? Yeah, it was a lot of damage. On top of this move literally has 0 recovery. So it's like if I swing at you, you could just catch my weapon. Now that is a better deflect. Like deflecting straight up, because it's way, like, to whiff punish this is way harder. So like if somebody was swinging at you like a lot, then bam. Because the good thing about Lee is she can fight without her weapon. Meaning if she gets disarmed, she's still in there. So that's one of the benefits. If somebody does weapon flip you, it really don't matter. On top of if they weapon flip you and your umbrella is out, you can still fight back because you still have the umbrella. Like weapon flip right here does nothing to her because technically she ain't got the weapon in her hand, so it doesn't count. So she gets around like the system mechanic because she can fight without her shit. Like she doesn't need it, and she fights very well. Like I said, all of her normals are cancelable now. Like look. Like, look at that. So it's like, you throw it, and then it's just like, boom, 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 boom. You can play footsies outside of her, because that crouch C, that shit reach pretty far. That's also a safe jump too, by the way. If the umbrella is off the screen, it'll auto time the safe jump for you. Like that. Because if it's off the if it's off the screen, it auto times the safe jump because you land with those recovery frames. If it's on the screen, you don't get those same recovery frames, you see, so I can jump instantly. But if it's like off the screen, like if I do, I'm trying to make it go off the screen so you can see the difference. It's hard to make it go off the screen like on purpose. I had a way to do it. There you go. Like that. If you do a three-piece, if you do the three-piece combo, it'll automatically go off the screen and give you it auto time. So that's like an easy way to get a safe jump, and then you can guard cancel. That's another thing. I did see Sorrow tell you about the guard cancel. So like that's definitely super good to do, especially as many as you were blocking. Cross up is not gonna work, of course, because I could just I can't even get it. But of course it's not gonna work because she's too low. And you're gonna go that way versus like the actual way. But yeah, I would definitely say the main thing is just punishing jumps, focusing on that, getting your jumps, and then like of course like you were doing really good. Like your throws were pretty good. But what I was saying about throws is like in our set, I was just trying to win based on normals because I've been doing that lately. Anyway, I limit my throw usage because I don't want to rely on throw damage, because the matches where you can't get a throw, you'll feel like, damn, I ain't get no damage. You see what I mean? Or you'll do a throw and it's a bad throw and somebody will kill you. So I feel like if you learn to box with normals only, and then it's like box with normals, box with anti-airs and stuff like that, then if you're getting all your damage like that, then your throws don't add up anyway. Because it's definitely something that I feel like when you're starting off, because I was doing it too, like when I was playing Nako, I was throwing a lot. And her throw is a little better just because of the way her meaties work. But it'll get you into a habit of where you start relying on the damage, and when you can't get that damage, the match turns like to a different match, right? I think that that's like the major thing that I saw. It's like the match will turn into a whole different match, and you never wanted to do that. But literally just keep out with normals. I think you'll be straight. Anti-air when you can. Cause she's super simple. Like the reason why I was like, at first I was about to main her. I was actually about to main GSL, and then when you fight characters like this that can just jump, or you fight him that can float, it becomes a situation where you can't anti-air them consistently, and you have to go like air to air and shit. And I didn't like the feeling. I do think that she does very good against characters, like very stationary characters, like a Haomaru or somebody like that. Like a Haomaru, a Jubei, those are characters where she can fight pretty. This character, she deletes this man. This man gets deleted because that whole like jumping, I'ma just hold you, that does not work. She does really good into him. Oh yeah, she deletes him. And don't let nobody, I swear, do not let nobody in the community tell you otherwise, because they'll try to say, nah, Nash is talking, he don't know the game, he only been playing for this. Like, no, she deletes that whole like, oh, I'm gonna just keep jumping at you like this shit. No, like it just does not work. It's gonna happen every single time. He's eating way too much damage, and her buttons are better. Her buttons are better, And she can reliably anti-air him every single time he jumps. There's absolutely nothing he can do about it but play on the ground. He plays on the ground. None of his buttons are good on the ground. His buttons suck. Like, his buttons are not good on the ground. So it's like, there's no risk of her doing anything against him. And his Nadescos are like really slow, so he can't even punish. Like, the main thing you want to shut down on this character at all moments is that. You would never go umbrella-less against this character, because the moment he sees no umbrella, he's gonna start running at you and jumping at you. I mean, you can always run under, but that's the risk of running under, because she's kind of tall too. So you try to run under, you could 6-6-A him if you can get under him, but there's no reason to when you literally could just invoke anti-air this man every single time that he does anything. That's a pretty safe move to throw out against her. But honestly, the fact that she got better normals. Now, his damage output is good if he can hit you, but he shouldn't really be hitting you with like raw hits. Because the only thing is, like, of course, he can do like, oops, shit. He could do that move. Like that, right? But it's like the risk reward is always in your favor. It's always in your favor. And then it's like, damn, we back at neutral. Yo, Just Key, what's good? Just came to say future SWC champ. I appreciate it. Yeah, we grinding that City of the Wolves and Samsho. Like, the thing about Samsho is, like, people don't understand how serious my grind is. I feel like people really like are underestimating how real my grind is. Like, I done created a guide for the game just to help newer players get into it. It doesn't matter that the game has been out since 2019. My goal is to make more players want to play. And no offense, and I'm just being real, I'm being dead ass with y'all, no offense, but you know, most of the Samurai Showdown community, they, you know, push what they have. So like, they push the Xbox, they push, you know, their scene, their tight-knit scene, but they don't really bring other players in, right? My goal is to bring more players in, and you know, my name is getting up there. I mean, a lot of people know me from multiple communities. A lot of big names mess with me, like they know me, and like my name in the fighting game realm is gonna always be in some, you know, some community. So me being able to talk about the game, knowledgeable, and being able to spread that awareness for the game, more people will believe me and will be like, hey, maybe I want to play this game. Versus if somebody from their community might say it, they don't really know them, and then it's the gatekeeping factor. So that's my whole goal, is to make people want to play the game more. That's why I dropping a guide that maybe, okay, Nash, everybody knows that information about the game. Everybody doesn't know that information about the game. The game is really, really niche, and a lot of people do not know about the game. Point blank, period. They don't know about the mechanics. They don't know about nothing. I learned about the game late. So if I learned about the game late, and I generally play a lot of fighting games, I'm sure there's other people that have learned about the game late and are interested in the game, you know? I would buy it if it had more players. See, I respect that. Like, and that's fair, because the player base is not large, and most of the players play on Xbox. And that was the discussion in Giuseppe's stream yesterday, where Sorrow basically felt like, hey, the player base is on Xbox already, it don't need crossplay. And it's like, no, that's not how fighting games work. Every fighting game deserves crossplay. Melty Blood type Lumina with crossplay would eat. The reason why it's not eating right now, and it still has a dedicated player base, but the reason why it's not eating because of crossplay. If that shit was on everything, more people would play Melty Blood. Uni, if Uni was crossplay, more people would play Uni. Grand Blue got resurrected from the dead because of crossplay, literally. It came out in COVID. It was delay based. That shit came out literally with rollback and crossplay and got resurrected. Literally, it's no reason to just have it on one console. If Samurai Showdown was on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam, the players would at least be over 100 to 150 players playing actively every day. I promise you it would. Because City of the Wolves, as much people talk shit about City of the Wolves, I've looked at Steam charts every day. This is why people don't always put all the correct information. I've looked at City of the Wolves Steam charts every day, and that shit is a consistent 256 players daily on Steam alone. So if City of the Wolves has 256 players daily, PlayStation has at least probably another 200. So City of the Wolves probably has 500 to 600 players playing daily. That is not a dead game. 600 players playing the game, 500 players playing the game, shit, even 400 players playing the game. It's not a dead game. People just want to paint this narrative that they don't have the information to paint. What's good, Wolfgang? Yeah, like, indeed, I know very little about Samsho. I hear it's fun. Yeah, Samsho is really fun. It's a really fun game. Exactly, like KOF, and that's the thing, like KOF with crossplay be having mad players on that shit. You can always get games. And City of the Wolves, you can always get games on City of the Wolves. That's the funny part. Yeah, the older fighting games are honestly way better. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, just in general, there's a lot of older fighting games that like are really, really good. And what you have to understand about like fighting games in general, this game instead of people pushing the narrative, because there are people trying to get crossplay, because I know Kellyanne is trying to get crossplay with the like petitions and stuff, but like the most important thing about this is like, if this game had crossplay, bro, it would be at least 100 to 150 players playing this shit daily. I promise you. Crossplay and maybe even better rollback. This shit would be played. It's just people be spewing false information, because like yesterday, I was about to check the person in this episode chat, because I'm not really about causing drama in somebody's chat or like conflict. I'll just check it on my stream. But to say that City of the Wolves online is bad because it has crossplay, that's not true. That's just some bullshit. Because somebody in his chat said that City of the Wolves had crossplay, and that's why the online is bad, and that's not true. The online has nothing to do with the crossplay, because Street Fighter 6 has one of the best onlines ever, and it's crossplay. Like, what are we talking about here? You see what I mean? Street Fighter 6 literally has one of the best onlines, and it's crossplay. It's crossplay like a motherfucker, and it has one of the best onlines. Like, you can play anybody, and the lag is just really not there, or it's small. Yeah, the crossplay ain't the issue. The crossplay ain't the issue. And honestly, City of the Wolves online is solid. The only problem is you can't really play Mexico. Like, certain people can't play Mexico or different regions because of the lag. That's the problem. Because of the rollback, it'll start rolling back bad. But if I play any of y'all, like, I'm straight, and I can play Mexico. I live in Texas, so we connect very well. I can play everybody. Like, I don't connect bad with nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't know what they're talking about. And also another thing to address, and I love addressing shit on my stream just because it's my platform, and I love to have my platform, my viewers see how I feel about certain shit. And like, to be real with you, the whole Xbox is 120 frames. Y'all do understand. Let me look at the camera, bro. Y'all do understand no fighting game can be 120 frames, right? That means that the menu or the backgrounds are 120 frames. It's impossible for a fighting game to be 120 frames because that would fuck up the frame data. 120 frames will never apply to the actual fighting game part because that would fuck up frame data. A frame is in 60 frames. So if this is a 5-frame move, that's in 60 frames. It's not a 5-frame move in 120 frames. That's impossible. So the Xbox version has better menus and background. It does not have a better game because it's impossible for a game to run over 60, a fighting game. A one-player game can be 120 frames because it's not counting the frame data. This shit has to be in 60 frames. It's impossible for a fighting game to play over 60. That's why every fighting game is capped at 60. Street Fighter 6, that would be like saying Samurai Showdown on Xbox is more optimized than Street Fighter 6. It's more optimized than 2XKO. That is false. Every fighting game has to run on 60 frames. Now, backgrounds and shit and menus can be 120. I don't care about if these snowflakes are falling at 120 frames. I don't care about that. What I care about is a fighting game that's actually structured properly. Every fighting game runs at 60. I keep hearing the Xbox narrative because they keep saying like 120 frames, Samurai Showdown 120. No, Samurai Showdown's menu and backgrounds are 120. A fighting game cannot be 120 frames. It's not possible. Why do you think every fighting game is locked at 60? Frame data exists, homie. If frame data didn't exist, 120, yeah, it might be 120, but no, every fighting game has to be 60. What's up, Mitsu? Every fighting game has to be 60. So they gotta stop painting that narrative. I love y'all, but y'all gotta stop painting that narrative that like this whole 120. I respect it, but do not keep saying that shit like a fighting game is running at 120 because it's not. It's not physically possible for a fighting game to run at 120 frames. Every fighting game is capped for 60 for a reason because of frame data, bro. Fighting games run off of a frame data engine. Like frames are set at 60. Cause imagine, can you play a fighting game at 30 frames? Fuck no. Why? Because the frame data. You can't run a fighting game at 60. I mean, you have to run it at 60. It can't run over 60 or below 60. Now, menus and backgrounds and shit can be 120, whatever. But it has to run at 60. I wanted to put that out there because that's like a narrative a lot of them like try to paint. And it's like, bro, you got to stop saying that shit because you're not knowledgeable of gaming in general. It's an ignorant statement to say. It's like, no, it's impossible for a fighting game to run at 120. That means the background and the menus can be 120, but a fighting game can't run at that. Not possible. But anywho, on a y'all mess with any anime fighters? I'm trying to think the last anime fighter I played. The last anime fighter I played may have been, I mean, not counting Avatar, the demo or whatever. But maybe Guilty Gear? Was Guilty Gear Strive the last one? I mean, I played DNF. And then that, you know what happened to DNF. I was playing Guilty Gear. Then I just stopped playing Guilty Gear. But like right now, what I would say in this game, the main characters that I've been focusing on is Charlotte and Iroha. I know how to play a lot of characters in this game because a lot of the characters are pretty easy to like pick up and play. Like I could play Halmaru, I was playing Nakaruru as a main too, like in the beginning of the game. I'm thinking about potentially going back to her a little bit more, but I like Nakaruru's punishment options because like she has very good punishes. Like especially against somebody like Ukyo, she has like super good punishes. Oh well, Melty Blood. I think Melty Blood might have been the last anime fighter I played like that I really went crazy in was probably Melty Blood, honestly. Type Lumina. I couldn't remember the timeline, but like yeah, I think it was Melty Blood. Yeah, based on what she loses to or what she may struggle with, because even like against her punishment is not the best. It's like but like little moves like Ukyo's like 3D, right? It's like an important move to know how to punish, especially if they do it straight up on your wake up and not meaty. And it's like Nakaruru can literally punish it with stand B. Like that's always a punish. And like little things like that is like really good in a matchup to always be able to like punish something like that. And then if you know if he does Subama, what is your punish? Because with GSL, she can do dash attack, but it's like with Nakaruru, you can run up and you can actually do stand B. Like that, you can actually do that as a punish. But I didn't like it because it was like a harder punish. And like matchups, like that's how I base my matchups, Chad. If the punish is not easy, I'm not gonna like it. If the punish is like hard, you can also do that. But you have to like micro walk. And it's like I would have to know. Sagetsu is really fun. I had a lot of fun with Sagetsu, like a lot of fun with Sagetsu, because I felt like he's in the same boat of he has a very good anti-air, like super good anti-air, really good buttons, and like really good set play, and it forces you to play a certain way against him because you could just never jump at him. And I actually like that, and I like his like set play in general. I think his set play in general is like really fun, and it's very rewarding because you can do a lot of things behind his orb. And like I said, it's like his normals are like really good. Like that normal right there is a check. A lot of like punishment wise I'm like really big on punish. I'm like really big on punishers. So if a character, like you see how I punish up, if a character has an easier punish against a character, I'm more willing to play that character in a matchup versus if your punish is like gonna be difficult. Like right there, I had to micro dash, hold back, and press stand C. I do not like punishers like that. Like you can get it, especially if you get comfortable. If you get comfortable, you can get it every time, but you can also, that's 159 guaranteed. So as long as I'm getting more damage, because that is only 216. That's 216, which is really good, versus you get that and then 159 with OP, right? So it's like, at that point, you can choose what you want to do. I hate specific punishes when if I pick her, I delete him. You see what I mean? If he does that same move, if he does that exact same move, dash attack should literally just destroy the character. Especially if you got a good dash attack. Hibiki's dash attack is really good against that punish. Baiken's dash attack, Haomaru, anybody with a cancelable dash attack where they get a lot of damage is like, it's just free. Like this, he cannot do this move. He's gonna eat 277 every single time. Easy punish, can't drop it. Baiken is like a weird, she's definitely like a weird case. It's like everybody's not gonna like her. But you see what I mean? Like how easy that punish is? It's like no way you can drop it. And then it's like, if you don't have an easy punish, the matchup changes because when I was fighting Disorder, I fought Disorder with her, and it's a couple of things I did not like in the matchup. Like when I fought him with her, I was like, it's a couple of things I did not like versus Ukyo that I was like, this is my point. Ukyo is a specific type of character where you pick certain things against him and the risk reward is like severely in your favor, right? First of all, I was throwing projectiles at like a range where it was like most characters cannot stop you. I would throw the projectile around here just to check him for dashing or anything. It's like, nope, I'm under it. He would do this a lot. And he was sliding, and it would just, that's a punish. That is literally a punish. I'm holding down back right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's a punish. That is a legit punish. That is a punish. That shit is not good. And you can react. That's the thing about it. You can play at this range and react. So like at this range, you can't shoot the fireball. On top of it, he could just deflect the shit and actually punish her. That's a punish. Because her fireball is so fast that that's an actual punish. Oh my god, why is my Tsubama not coming out? Like that's always a punish. From that range, it's gonna always be a punish. Like I'm holding down back. You see what I mean? So it's like he controls the pacing of the match, because if you throw that move, the only value you could get is JDing it because it's coming back. But it's like on top of like him being able to just slide under her projectile on reaction and like still punish her. It's not a good feeling. Now, a person could be like, oh, well, just throw the umbrella. Okay, well, if you disarm yourself, that's cool. It's not the worst thing against him. Like, if you disarm him, like, disarm against him, like, if you throw this out, that was giving me some value in the matchup. Like, when I was, like, doing this, like, that was giving me some value. Because at that point, if he tries to do, like, preemptive reflect or something, you could just SSM him. But I didn't like the way that felt of him just sliding. And her punish on his overhead was like whatever. Like I felt like it wasn't, and you gotta dash deep as hell to even get the punish. And I was like, I don't really like that. But as you saw, Hibiki got such an easy punish. Yeah, you kind of got to box with him, because the thing about it is like the way he plays. Ukyo is a character that literally can't really force the issue up on his own. You have to pretty much make a mistake, because if you play lame, it's nothing Ukyo really can do. Like, what is he gonna do? He has no approach options. When his slide, it used to knock down. In the other version, it would knock you down. So it created a set play scenario every time you got hit by a random slide. Now it's like, you random slide me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? The risk reward is not going to be in his favor. Because if he does Tsubama, it's like now, because like that's the thing. She can get a stand speed. But that range, she can't. That's why it's very inconsistent. So she can get it, but there's an inconsistency in it. Like, there's a range in which she can get it. So, like, that's the range that if you can get a stand C every time, you're getting a lot of reward off of it. You can do dash attack for 214. You can do dash attack for 214, but you have to, like, but you see what I mean? Like, if he does that version, he'll bounce off a little further than you. So, it's like, you get that punch right there. But if he does backdash Tsubama, like if he does backdash Tsubama, same thing. You can do running attack, get your umbrella back, then play neutral. Because he still has to commit. Like if he does slide, right, and he misses it, you can play him at a range at which the slide misses, and then you just get a full crouch B on him. Because Ukiyo's do whip slide a lot. Like I don't care how good the Ukyo is. Ukyo players whip slide, and I got video footage to prove it. If somebody was to be like, I'm lying, I do have video footage. I always back up what I say, chat. I would never lie to y'all. I got video footage to prove Ukiyo's be whip and slide. If I have to ever pull that footage out, I do have the footage. But yes, like that range right there, he really can't outbox you with normals. His best normal is stand B, and he's gonna randomly throw out some of these crouch C's. Now crouch C is relatively like safer on block. It's not the easiest thing for her to punish because her normals are really, really slow. So that's kind of like one of them things where like you can 6-6 A because you can't 6-6 B, and they throw that move out a lot, like a lot. And if you're not really getting a reward on it, if you're not getting a huge reward on it, then it's like, you know, it doesn't matter. Basically, if somebody can throw out a move and get like auto guard chip on you and you can't do anything about it, it's putting you in like this very uncomfortable spot. It's putting you in this very uncomfortable spot where there's nothing you can do about it because your character can't punish you. Like his crouch C, it says blocked -10, but spaced properly is gonna be the thing. That's why it's like only -10. So you would have to do literally like a crouch kick, or you would do 6-6 A, and then you could get something. But yeah, you definitely gonna box with him because he's not really gonna jump because the jump is way too floaty. So it would just be auto everything. You just have to basically be like, is he gonna Tsubama or is he not, and how you punish ready. So like I said, if he backdash Tsubamas, you block, stand C, 300 damage. Oh, I blocked it again, 300 damage. You see what I mean? Boom, boom. Get my umbrella back. Reset neutral. Oh, he wants to slide because that's the only way he can get in. Crouch B would punish. It's like a very simple solution. But if you sit back and you be trying to shoot these all day, he's just gonna do that. Like that, and then you're gonna get cooked. However, you could just throw your umbrella. That would be the counterplay to that. Like if I throw my umbrella, he's hit. Now we're in a stalemate because if he runs forward, same thing like I said, right? If he whiffs that, you can still whip punish with this, and you could just reset neutral. So I feel like it's a couple of different options that you could do against this character. Where Ukyo is all about risk per reward, and his risk, the risk that he's usually taking. Now, when he's in rage, Tsubama does a lot of damage. That's where you're taking much more of a like calculated, damn, is he gonna hit me high or is he gonna hit me low? But then when he does the 3D, if it's not meaty, then it's a whole different situation because he can make the 3D like Omega meaty. Which is weird because I labbed Ukyo for probably like literally maybe an hour, right? And I came up with an auto time sweep setup that is literally safe. It's just a safe 3D. And nobody does it. I've never seen one Ukyo do this setup. I've never seen it done. Ever. I've never seen nobody do this setup right here. Is she blocking? Okay. This setup right here, that hits meaty as shit. As you saw, that shit hit mad late. That is safe. It is 1020% safe. And 9 times out of 10, if you jump, the opponent, even if you backdash, you lose nothing because they stay in a corner. Like, you don't actually have to chase and be on somebody's wake up 24/7. Like, that setup right there is, like, really, really good. Because that shit is completely safe. And I even tested it. Like, I was like, okay, is it really safe? Like, let me press my fastest normal. And it was like, nah, it's 1020% save. Do I have her on guard? No, I do not. So like right here. Oh, I gotta make her cross block, my bad. Yo, Ukyo is really cool. I was actually probably going to main him at one time. Like this. Look at that. That shit is Omega meaty. And then when you backdash, you can just backdash overhead or backdash low. And then the risk reward is mostly in your favor because this low will always be safe. And I never see nobody do that because his jump is so floaty at auto times automatically. And even if you try to do 6-6A, because 6-6A is 4 frames. I can't get it out frame one. It's like really hard. There you go. I got it out that time. So now she's on 6-6A reversal, by the way. So if I do it straight up, just to show you, straight up, it's unsafe. I'm blocking after it, bam. I'm blocking after it, bam. But if you do it like this, nope. GG's. Boom, boom, boom. GG's. So that whole interaction left her one shot. Yo, Common Sense, what's good? What's good? Yeah, this game is dope, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, right there, that was a layer. Because now you know it's safe, but if you press off of it, that's a deflect. So it's like, you can't press right there. But I would definitely say, if you're looking for a secondary, just kind of pick, because I know you were playing Basaro. I mean, I would say, you know how the community is. They'll be like, don't pick him, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, pick who you want. Try to make it work if you want to. Like, if you don't want to make it work, and then I respect it. But if you want to make it work, if you want to try to make it work, make it work. Because this is the character I would actually main. She would be my main if she played in a better way. Yeah, I love Wu. If she played in a better way, I would main her. But I don't think she's necessarily all the way bad. I think she got some good shit, but I also don't like certain things about her, because the problem is she's slow, her recoil game sucks, her buttons are not that great, her jump ain't that good. Like, she got a lot of bad things about her, but then she got a lot of good things about her because she can nuke your life bar immediately. Like, immediately she can guard break you immediately and kill you. Like, it's stuff like that. And if you get hit by a trap, you eat a SSM and you lose the game. Yeah, she's definitely dope. I would definitely say she's definitely dope, and I think that she does do pretty alright against characters that have like no mobility. I think she's good against characters that have like no mobility. Like, if you don't have mobility, yeah, B-Boy is definitely a Wu legend. Definitely a Wu legend. If you don't have no mobility, then I feel like she's pretty aight in the matchup. Because she can, like, for example, like, her versus Ukyo, like, she put Ukyo in a real, like, uncomfortable spot when she's on the screen. Her versus Jubei is, like, the same thing, because he doesn't really have anything outside of, like, so you put a trap. Let me... So you put a trap down, he can make the trap go away. But the thing is, he can't run over the trap just like all the other characters. But he's not mobile, so he ain't got like no double jump or nothing. So if she got a trap out, he still has to respect it to some degree, right? Because then she does have a replay. And then it's mostly the whole concept of, if she ever has a trap behind you and she bursts, it's gonna be unblockable. So So it's like, if she ever has a trap behind you, she can burst and then E-send you. And imagine if she's low on life. If she's low on life, that E-send is going to be dangerous right there. It's going to do a lot of damage, because even that did a lot of damage. Same thing if she got the trap behind you and she bursts you. So she got a lot of really cool setups, like, that she can get value off of, on top of just in general, if you get hit by a trap, you lose all your life. Like, if she randomly hits you with a trap, and you know the trap is gonna hit, you lose all your life. Boom. You lost. Like, you lost that round. And these are things that happen in every match with Wu. Like, it's not things that are like niche, like, oh, this won't ever happen. No, this shit happens in every match that she's in, because you're gonna get hit by a trap in some shape, form, or fashion. Because, like, the thing about her is, like, if she was faster, even if her normals are a little better, if she was faster, I would be down to play her. Like, if Trap was faster, like, look at all this recovery she in. Like, she's in that much recovery. I'm holding up the whole time. Like, she's in way too much recovery. If the Trap was like, boom, boom, and she could move, oh, I'd probably play her, because she'll be a lot better. But, like, it's that factor. Now, things I do like about her, I do like if somebody tries to throw you, she deletes throws. I do like that. Like, I do like that she can do link combos. Like, I think her link combos are pretty unique, and I think that that's really cool that she has mad damage off of link combos. Because if somebody messes up, like, if he were to mess up, not only can I SSM punish him, but it's like fat punish, you know what I mean, on top of a trap. So it's like, her punishment is pretty good if you do something really unsafe. Like, if you mess up, she can, like, punish you heavy. But being able to link combo, and in the corner she gets the link combo, so it's like, that's really good. But that's pretty much where it stops. Like, her damage output and situations that she can do are kind of crazy, but then it just stops right there, because it's like, after that, it's like her normals are bad, recoil cancels are bad, anti-air is like, this one is depending, you know what I'm saying? Because this don't work against every character. Some characters this should not work against. I feel like you gotta be on one to play her, and that's why B-Boy is, like, pretty much predominantly the only one you really just see using her in bracket. Do I think that she has, like, some hidden potential or something? Honestly, any character that's not heavily used can always get love, because I'm gonna give y'all an example. Street Fighter 6, Hikaru, he plays Lily. Like, does work with Lily. It's not many Lily players, but Hikaru is a specialist. El Chakate, Lily player, specialist. Peru, specialist. You see what I mean? Like, those players bring out the character. But imagine a game with a small player base. So now the only player is Hikaru, or the only player is El Chakate, or the only player is Peru. Anytime a game is like that, you do not know a character's full potential. If a game has a low player amount, that's why I was telling Ghost about the whole, like, Iroha versus Yashimaru. There's not enough people on the game. To really call out matchups like that. Like, you can't call out matchups when a game only has a player base of like 30 to 40 people right now. Like, you can't call out matchups because even though a game has been out for years, bro, people still finding out shit in Street Fighter 4. Like, that game been out for a long ass time. Like, imagine if Haitani played Ken or something, City of the Woods. Exactly. Like, representation is like super important and people don't understand that. And this game literally, bro, there's no Nakarurus in top 8. Beyond B-Boy sometime will pick her. Bro, this character is considered high tier in this game, top tier in this game, and nobody plays her at high level. Like, nobody's picking her at the grandest stage of them all. That's what I be like talking about. Like, people gotta stop putting weight on length of the game, of how long a game has been out, versus what is actually going on in the game. People do not understand that concept. And I'm here to tell you that a game can be out for 20 years. Boys still playing ST, hyper fighting and all that shit and finding out new stun routes and shit. Like, what are we really talking about? You feel me? Like, just because a game has been out for a long time does not mean it's figured out. And it does not mean that characters can't rise to the top. The legendary associate, you better listen to him. He really knows his stuff when it comes to fighting games as a whole. Yo, I appreciate that, man. What's good, Red? I try to put my chat on. Like, I would never lie to y'all. Like, I try to tell y'all things that is either gonna be A, good knowledge so y'all can get better, or B, just a good conversation to be had so people won't have that wrong mindset. And that's the wrong mindset to have, to be like, oh, this game been out since 2019. No, this matchup, Kyoshiro versus Nakaruru, is a bad matchup and it'll never change. Okay, so now my question is, what high-level Nakaruru player is fighting a high-level Kyoshiro at the highest level of the game? I'll wait. I'll wait. Where? Yeah, I remember back in Vanilla Marvel at Winter Brawl. I remember that shit. You was cool as a fan, bruh. People gotta stop like putting so much weight on games when they don't really know everything about the game. Like, bro, people used to think Hanzo sucked, and then Japan started picking Hanzo on the people over here, and they started losing to it. Like, people be having opinions on shit that they really don't know. So you have to let meta develop. High level players to play the characters to see what they can really do. And even that doesn't always find it all. Exactly. So now I'm going to give you an example, Common Sense. I'm going to give you an example. If you put Goichi, Lagia, and Xiao Hai on this game, tell me that they would not be playing a different manner, a different way, and they wouldn't be able to do different things that you've never seen before. Like, you would definitely see new shit, and a Xiao Hai might play Kyoshiro and be like, damn, I kind of like these tools, and then he started cooking. That man Xiao Hai was picking Billy Kane and KOF 15 when nobody was playing Billy Kane. It's a different mindset and a different perspective when you bring it into the game. And that's why I was trying to tell old buddy about my knowledge of fighting games. I'm not gonna think like you. So while you think this character and this character is this matchup, I'm gonna think differently because I have more experience than you in fighting games. You see what I mean? That's why I be trying to tell peeps. It's like, bro, if you're only a Samurai Showdown player, or if this is your primary game, your knowledge is not going to be the same as me. Your knowledge is not going to be the same as Justin. Your knowledge is not going to be the same as Yipes. Your knowledge is not going to be the same as Chris G. You're not going to have the same knowledge as them. They're going to think differently. They come from different games. They come from different backgrounds. It's going to always be like that. Exactly. Smug changed the game on Dudley, period. He literally revolutionized that character. And then it's like different eras because Kenso started off on C Viper. Kenso really put Viper on the map like, damn, this Viper character kind of cheap. Then Wolfcrone had a completely different style on Viper. Then Latif came along, had a different style. Jace the Ace had a different style. Like, it's different styles to everything. So it's like you can never be like, okay, this character sucks. Because you can say this character sucks, but how many people are playing this character at a high level? That's what I want to see. You can say the character's tool sucks. That's fair to say. But you can't be like, oh, this character sucks. He'll never win anything. Because you've never seen a smart player play the character. Same thing I said about her. You don't see her represented at a high level. Just because you are the only person in the community that plays the character does not make you high level. That means you're a player that plays the character. High level is like a Shein getting on the character or something. A Pump getting on the character or something like that. A Idom getting on the character. That's the high level. Like if you're just some player playing the game, that's not the highest level. You're just a player playing the game. And a lot of these characters on this character select screen are people just playing the game because the game been out since 2019 and they played the game. Like if high level players get on these characters, it changes the meta. Because look at a game like Street Fighter 6, look at Strive, look at all of these games with mad people on them. It changes. That man Koji Coco is the only Beatrix winning. Like Koji Coco be winning. He be out here winning the major, the whole major. Beatrix supposed to be top tier and broken, and only Koji Coco winning with the character. What are we talking about here? Like a knock on them, and in reality you're speaking facts. In reality people don't like the fact. They don't like that. They don't like that fact. I saw on the title there's new City of the Wolves Tech and that's broken. Please share if you haven't already. I haven't shared yet, Billy. I'm about to get on there though. You get right away and not do what is needed to be great. Yeah, like. But Billy, yeah, we about to share the new tech in a minute, just in a few. Yeah, the new tech is broken. I'm about to try to learn it on stream and see what it's all about. But that's my point, chat. People don't like to hear that, actual factual. But it's not a diss. It's not a sneak diss and nobody in the community or nothing. It's just actual factual. And sometimes we have to be more honest with ourselves. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of characters on this character select screen that are not represented at the high level. Because even B-Boy is gapping with this character, right? And B-Boy has gotten multiple top 8s at Evo with this character and has beaten some of the best players in the game with her. But she sucks, right? That's what I'm saying. So imagine B-Boy. B-Boy is the best Woo, high level player, multiple top 8s. Imagine now you put all of these other high level players that I just mentioned, these top level players on her, everything changes. Yo, Whitehall, thank you for that YouTube sub. I appreciate that. You see what I mean though? Everything changes because now you got 6 high level players on her. Now, not only is she in top 8, damn, she just won a major. God damn. How did that work? Damn, she just counterpicked Hibiki for some reason. I thought that was a bad matchup. Oh, he brought some new tech. Damn, how does that work? You see what I mean? Stop painting the narrative. Genjiro sucks. Genjiro sucks, but he was just at the tournament. He was just at SWC. Genjiro sucks. Yo, Blackberry with the resub. Yo, I appreciate it, boss. Genjiro sucks. Genjiro sucks, but he was just at the SWC. Genjiro sucks, but he was just at the SWC. Y'all gotta stop. People gotta stop with these like opinions on everything. Like everything isn't right. You see what I mean? Like everything ain't black and white. Sometimes like it takes the right person to play the character. This character sucks, but he was at the SWC. And by at the SWC chat, what do I mean by at the SWC? Second place, Genjiro. Never switch. Genjiro all the way, second place. That's what I'm talking about. People will be like, yo, this character trash, second place. Damn, this character trash. Literally deleted most of the community. The only person that banged with this character was Scrub Sabbath. Everybody else got eliminated. Everybody else got deleted from the room. Scrub was the only one to fight the Hanzo and fight back and win. You know what I mean? Like, stop saying some of these characters suck. It take a while for things to develop. Just because, like, in Melty Blood type Lumina, there could be a Neko art player somewhere that's ridiculous, but everybody will be like, oh, that character suck. How you know that? How many people are playing the character at a high level? You can't say a character sucks if a lot of people aren't. If a lot of people aren't playing the character at a high level, you can't say the character sucks. Yo, you speaking on something I've been thinking for years. Like, it's Red. It's literally. It's funny because people be afraid to have this conversation too, because they be thinking it's like super disrespectful or you discrediting people. And it's not that. It's like, really what it is people want to be right so much. People want to be right so much in fighting games that nobody can actually have a discussion that doesn't lead to like negativity, right? Being able to have an open discussion with your chat or with people, that is how you grow a community. Because a lot of people, like, how do you think that these other regions are so strong? Specifically, how do you think Asia is so strong? They come together, they talk, like, they're open about communication. Here, if I say, yeah, I think this character win a matchup. No, she don't. You don't know the matchup. You don't know the game. You see what I mean? We can't be like, well, Nash, I feel like this character wins because A, B, C, D, and then E. And I also feel like if you do this in the matchup, it's kind of hard to deal with. I come with the counter argument. Well, I actually think if you can do this and you can actually punish that, and then if you figure this out with this angle, then you can win the matchup. Then they be like, oh, bet. How many times have you ever heard that in NA where a player be like, oh, okay, bet, that makes sense. I need to adjust to that, or I need to start working on that. Never, bro. You'll never hear that. You'll hear, nah, bro, you're just wrong, bro. It's 6-4, bro. Nobody can convince me. And it's like, that's why you're hard stuck. That's why you can never win a tournament. That's why you are hard stuck top 16, top 32. You might get top 8 every once in a while in a game that has no players. Strive for better. Be better. Be better. Many players don't really play and just watch matches in tournament, and from just going by top players' opinion, then act like they know everything. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Billy. Spot on. Because a player will hear like Diaphone have an opinion, and that'll be their opinion. Because they can't speak on their own mind. They can't draw a conclusion by their own self. Because they'll feel like, okay, well, Diaphone's better than me. He's high level. Okay, well, Diaphone wouldn't lie to me, so Diaphone's going to be right all the time. Like, no, Diaphone is entitled to his opinion to see how he feels about a character. Just like, FeeDX is entitled to feel how he feels about Steve. If he feels a certain way about Steve, then I'm not here to change FeeDX's opinion on Steve. I'm here to have my own opinion, and respectively, FeeDX can be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I get it. Not, no, you're wrong. That is the divide between NA. Oh yeah, a lot of people never have they'll never have an actual counter argument to anything that you say. If I say, and I'm gonna just give an example, if I say Kazuki beats Haomaru for some reason, and I can never tell you why, I just keep saying, oh, the matchup is 6-4, bro. You need to get better. If you're fighting a higher level player, bro, it's 6-4. You've probably been fighting bots. If I say that, none of that makes sense. Can you explain to me why it's 6-4? Then they explain, and their reasoning is something like crazy. It's like, yeah, if he presses this, I can do this, and I win. Like, bro, that's not how a matchup works. What options is he eliminating? Yeah, it's literally ego against ego, and it's like sad. It's like super ego versus ego, and like that's why the problem is with NA, and I say this a lot. The biggest problem is players not being able to get better and not be able to ask questions. Me and Desepi played a long set yesterday. What did Desepi say after the set? Did he say, you know, GG's and it's just basically over and we don't talk about it? No, he said, yo, can you please like message me and tell me in the DMs what I need to work on, what you felt I was doing good, what you felt I was doing bad. That's how people get better. That's literally how you get better. Like, you can literally get better by asking a friend or asking somebody, hey, like, what do you think I need to do to get better at a game, right? And that is putting your ego aside, because if you don't have an ego right there, you're just trying to get better and you're asking like questions. But a lot of people will have an ego, so they're not like, they're too afraid to ask like, oh, you know, how do I get better in this situation? People saying Meta is bad, she's not. Yeah, especially because, and guess what? The thing about Matera, guess what? Guess who really started putting Matera on the map here? Guess what? This is what I'll be talking about when a different player comes to a game, because he came to that game late too. He came to that game late too with Matera. Blaze Blue top player goes to Grand Blue, immediately becomes a top player with Matera and does work. The only one to really be in that top 8. How does that keep happening? And why does that happen? You see what I mean? That is not coincidence. That's not coincidence. That happens because they have a different mindset. Different mindset. Yeah, she's literally always been pretty solid, no matter what. Like, in my opinion. Toasty made top 8 with Kevin in the middle of season 1 when everybody was convinced the City of Wolves only had 3 characters. Exactly. And the funny part, Billy, if more people would play characters in City of the Wolves, we wouldn't even be in the situation that we're in now. People are wanting to win. It's a lot of money on the line, so people are going to pick what's top tier. Including myself. I picked Hotaru because I knew it would be an easy pick for me to get into the SWC. And guess what happened? I qualified for SWC and got in. Because I knew she would increase my chances. Now, in a lot of those online tournaments, I was playing different characters and still placing. I placed with Mai in top 8. When I was playing with Mai, I got into top 8. When I was playing with B Janae, literally, I like should have won an event, but there was this technical difficulty I'm not gonna really talk about on stream. But B Janae, like, I should have won that event that I was playing at. But B Janae, I have multiple top 8s just playing her, and she's considered like mid tier. So my point is, every time I would pick a character, I would get a good placement. And I was picking different characters, but I knew that, you know, Hotaru, of course, when I played all the top tiers, I had multiple top 8s with Hotaru, 1 tournaments with Hotaru, 1 tournaments with Hokutomaru, 1 tournaments with Billy Kane. Like, all of those characters I was winning. But, I mean, of course, they're really good characters. But a lot of people don't play, like, people think Mai sucks in City of the Wolves, and it's just like, it's crazy to me. Mai does not suck. Mine don't suck nowhere near suck. But yeah, people gotta stop painting the narrative that like this character sucks. I know more knowledge than you. This matchup is this. That matchup is that. That's what's holding most of that community back. Like they're like. In a community, there's always a reason something is like how it is, right? There's a reason Scrub has all these first places. from 2022 all the way to 2025, all these damn first places. There's a reason why. You know why? Because Scrub actually plays the game. He plays the game and he trains the correct way and just plays. I mean, if you play and you train the correct way, you're going to be able to be consistent and play. But there's a lot of players also, and not every player that plays a game is like that, but there's a lot of players that have like these egos and these like gatekeeping tactics where they think that, oh, they're already high level and one of the best. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not. Like, always ask yourself this, chat. Always ask yourself this, and this is gonna be the realest thing. I want y'all to really reflect on this shit. I want y'all to reflect on this for the rest of your days playing fighting games. Ask yourself, especially when you're playing a game that's smaller. If you're one of the best at your game right now, when it's a smaller game, ask yourself this, and I want you to reflect on this. You're playing a game that's smaller that has maybe like a 40-man tournament at the major. Cool. I respect any win. Anybody that wins their tournament is like godlike. Like Scrub, he's a world-class champion. Like, he literally wins every tournament. So this does not apply to him. I'm saying some players that like may get a top 8 in the game, or they think that they're better than what they are. This applies to you. Ask yourself this. If for that 30-man, 40-man tournament, if I throw 500 more individuals in that tournament that are high level, do you win that tournament or do you still place? Scrub will still place and get or win the tournament because of like how powerful he is in this game. Do the people that's just getting these top 8s and thinking that they're like so good and so high level and like thinking that nobody can touch them in a game that's smaller, if I throw 500 more individuals into the game on some Street Fighter 6 level of play, do you still get that top 8? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. And that's just real rap. What's good, Lumpy? Always ask yourself that and reflect. How do you avoid that? How do you avoid that question that I asked? You stay humble, you train, and you continuously get better. DOA, those 500 players gonna catch the fade, and I respect that, Blackberry. I like your odds still fading those 500 players up. But Blackberry, you would definitely agree that if 500 players enter the DOA tournament, the definite top 8 would be different. It would 1020% be different. There'd be different players, and a lot of players that think that they're quote unquote good would definitely be drowning in pools. It's like saying add Asian player factor in and see if they can still play. Honestly, Billy, yeah. Like, for real, because add the strongest region in and see if the results still are the same. And I doubt they would be the same because I've already seen international competition. The thing is, this game is really, really like... Let me go back to the SWC results. Let me see something. Let me see. SWC results. Japan, Mexico. I'm not sure what flag. Taiwan. That's God like they have that. So Taiwan, Japan, Mexico, America. And then that's Brazil, Japan. So obviously Japan is still stronger than us. And that's my point. Because at that point they needed Scrub there to even it out. They needed Scrub there to even it out. I think the top guys at the SWC definitely place, even if you throw 500 more players. But if you remove those players, then yeah, you're probably right. I feel like in a game, and I'm only talking, what's good, Dweeb? I'm only talking like very small games, because Samurai Showdown is a smaller game and SWC was still dominated by Asia. You know what I mean? So as strong as NA, some of the NA players think they are, they're not as strong as they are. Like, we still need to humble ourselves and train harder to beat Asia. Same in City of the Wolves. Like, before the LCQ, the only players represented NA was me. It was me, Diaphone, and Scientific. And then Cyborg got in. But it's like, my point is, like, it was literally me, Diaphone, and Scientific. So Asia is very strong. So what we should do is we should study them more and understand how to counter that style, versus like thinking, oh, I'm one of the best in NA. Who cares if you're one of the best in NA? You're not collecting. The only person in NA in this game that can really like talk that talk. Now there's a lot of high level players. There's a lot of like Cypher is like high level. He's from Mexico. Maki is high level as fuck from Mexico. You got Royal Psycho, super high level. Tao. There's a lot of players that's like high level, and I'm not really applying to them. I'm saying like Scrub is still the best player on this game in NA, period. So with that being said, he wasn't at SWC and he could have won. There was a potential of him winning, but my point, if when he wasn't there, you see where NA placed. Just like with me and Diaphone, we placed a lot lower in City of the Wolves because we don't have that same amount of like talent to fight all the time like Japan. We don't have that same talent. Welcome and willing to help others learn so they can play. It's all about playing the game. You're right, Nash. NA is about egos. I think City was way more stacked than Samsho. Oh yeah, hell yeah. No, you're not wrong. City of the Wolves is way more stacked than Samsho. It's not even comparable. The level of play is higher too. It's not even comparable. But I'm just saying, it's like hard for NA to even get better at City of the Wolves when the other regions are so much stronger. We do need to truly ask ourselves, why are we behind? I believe they work together and that's why they are the best. When I became top, one of my games, my scene did not want to work together because they were so focused on beating me. Yeah, like, I think from the grand scheme of it all, chat, I'm gonna switch over to City of the Wolves though, because I want to do this tech. I think the problem is 1020% egos. I just really think that that's the thing that stops it all. It's egos. It's the I can't lose. If I lose to you, now my feelings is hurt. We just see it too much. It's way too much like ego, and it's like weird shit. It's way too much ego. Like an open deal where they train new players to grow the community. Exactly. If I literally what's good, Elite? If I train up 5 new players in Samurai Showdown, if we train actively, we talk, we actively get back. Bro, it only took me a month to get really nice. Like, I'm very solid. Like, anybody in the bracket, if they fight me in Samurai Showdown, they are in trouble, bro. They can lose. And I only have a month. They can lose. They've had 5 to 6 years. They can lose to me. That is a thing that can happen to them tomorrow. You see what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they're not like, oh, Nash, I gotta fight Nash. Nope, my years of experience. Nope, I can't lose. No, that's not how that works. They fight me, they're in trouble. 1000%. No Kami once said to me, everyone begged for rollback and now they're afraid to play each other. That's another thing. Don't even get me started on that. No Kami was spitting, because the thing about it is experience. People put too much weight on experience. They be thinking experience saves them, and it don't. Because a lot of times, what you gotta think, chat, what you gotta think about is like, exactly, LeBron got experience, still take L's. That, like, the experience shit, what people gotta understand, this is really how that, like, experience thing work. I'm gonna break that shit down real quick, chat. Let me switch games on Twitch though. The way, I do not feel like hearing chain reaction right now. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not in the mood for that shit. I love some chain reaction, but I'm not in the mood for that. Love me some chain reaction. I'm definitely not in the mood for that shit right now. So the way experience works is this, and I'm always say this. If I play, I've been playing fighting games for a very long time, chat. As most of you know, I've been grinding and traveling since 09. We in 2025, about to be 2026. A person has been traveling since 2009. Multiple top 8 finishes and multiple fighting games around the board, right? My experience level is higher than a person just playing Samurai Showdown or playing this game or that game. Like, bro, my experience is going to be better than yours. Now, if you're placing top 8 in your game and you're not winning your game actively, you're placing top 8 in only Samsho or only BlazBlue or only this or only that, you're only placing top 8. And I'm placing top 8 in every fighting game, right? That I'm touching, I'm placing top 8 in everything. Overall, I'm a better fighting game player than you. But this is where the ego shit comes in, right? Because I'm better than you, I'm not going to talk down to you or treat you differently. I'm going to treat you as an equal, right? Once I can treat you as an equal, we can also get better as a community and get better together. If I can't treat you as an equal, then we have nothing to talk about. That's the problem in fighting games. It creates like an ego barrier where, oh, I'm better in this game, so you can't talk to me, or I'm better in that game, so you can't talk to me. It's like, bro, like, and then when you check them, now you the one with the ego. That's the problem. And people don't be wanting to talk on that topic. Like, people don't be wanting to be real about that shit. That shit is real. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? Exactly. We played for like 3 hours, and like, even though I won more, and like, you was still equal to me. Like, I don't look at it like, oh, I'm just better than you, blah blah blah. No, I'm trying to get you up to where you like, where you literally, where I play a session with you and now you clap at me the next day and I'm like, damn, bruh, I gotta come back stronger. That's how two people get better. What's good, Dez? Egos is too strong. I'm gonna say the realest shit right here. I'm gonna say the realest shit. Why Why Punk and Noah can't come together and have good games and it be like humble? I don't know how they stand right now, but all I do know is Noah was just trying to play, and Punk would get like mad and attack him. But like, why can't they just come together and be like, hey Noah, I want more experience against your style. Your style is unique, and I want to fight you more. Noah be like, all right, bet, cousin, and they play. That is the loop of NA. No, it's like, oh, I gotta hate on you. Oh, I don't want you. I don't like you. I don't like you. Nope, we ain't gotta play. You a bot. It's like, bro, what is that? That shit is mad corny. But meanwhile, I bet you Daigo and Tokido are not beefing. They're playing. You see what I mean? I bet you that. They're playing. Lashar, New Blood, Lashar was a guy that KOF came over to Street Fighter 6, still a guy that they be like, oh, I'm about to hate on Lashar. I don't care that he was good at KOF. No, that's some only shit that happens here. That's some shit that only happens here, bro. That's some corny ass shit that only happens here, bro. Blas, young Blas. Ain't nobody in his community hating on him. They rising him up. They trying to get him up. All right, what are we talking about, man? You gotta bring up the new generation. You can't hate on them. Somebody new over here come out of the blue. Oh, he laggy. He not good. He laggy. He not good. I don't want to play him no more. He laggy. This dude suck. He a bot. Like, what is this shit? This corny ass shit that does not happen in real time. This shit does not happen in real life. When you were at the event, nobody is calling you no bot and calling you corny. He random. Like, bro, y'all, the FGC done turned into some like real crazy shit. And I can say this shit back in the gap, back in the day, bro, when I was coming up, all you did was go to the major and prove yourself. It was none of that other shit. Exactly, Elite. Diva Central. Like, this shit got mad corny. Back in the gap, it was none of that corny shit, bro. I pulled up to the East Coast. Yipes didn't know who I was. Yipes showed me love. He saw my gameplay. It was like, you my bro for life. Pulled up to the East Coast on Justin. He saw, damn, yo, Chun-Li nice. He the homie for life. That's how shit moved. Did they hate on me? No. They were not hating on me. Rico Suave was not hating on me. He respected my Chun-Li. I respected his Abel. We bros for life. You see what I mean? That's some hating ass new shit. Now, were there some haters back in the day? Of course. Yeah, there were definitely some haters. I had some in my scene. But my point, people act corny on this shit real, like, now that streaming culture is so big, you can be on a platform with like 1,000 people. Somebody come in your stream. You were talking shit, by the way. Oh, he random. He a bot. He random as hell. He a bot. He ain't doing nothing. This dude suck. You come in his stream and check him. Now you're wrong. Now, mob mentality. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You lame. You weird. Now I'm the weird one and all I did was defend myself. Now I'm the weird one because I defended myself because you was just talking shit and didn't think I was going to pull up to your stream. Mob mentality is mad corny. That's why I don't allow mob mentality in my stream. If I was saying something, I don't talk shit on people, but if I was saying something about a player, the player come to my stream, I don't want my stream to jump on them. I'll handle that, chat. Chat, I want y'all to go back to talking about what y'all was talking about. I got this. This my platform. I got this. I don't need nobody to jump on somebody and attack them. I got this. You see what I mean? That shit, like, it's too much corny shit going on. And this isn't just in fighting games. This in shooting games. This in car games. Everybody, bro. It's just too much corny activity, bro. We going into 2026. All good vibes, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. For real. I'm just being dead ass with y'all. Ain't nobody got time. And I'm a platform that'll speak out on this shit. People be afraid. People don't want to say the truth. People like, bro, I'ma always speak out on this shit. I'ma be real about my shit, bro. I'ma always be real about my shit. I'ma speak out. I'm not afraid to speak out on topics that are controversial, bro. As long as it's a respectful topic that we can all have, I'ma always be real about my shit. That's why people fuck with me and people come back. I could be streaming goddamn a one-player game and majority of y'all will still come back and just watch me just to chill with the good vibes. That's the difference. Y'all don't come for just the gameplay. Y'all come for the vibes of me because I'ma always speak that real shit on you. 1000%. And that's where people are afraid to have these real conversations, and the FGC gets too caught up in the fighting game aspect. Bro, I'm in the real aspect. I don't care about the fighting game, the FGC. I'm gonna talk about that real shit, and do not be corny, because that's the reason why Asia consistently dominates in all of our games that we are playing over here. There's a reason behind that. There's a reason only a couple people can pass that threshold to get better at these games. It's a reason behind that. And it's all starts up here. But people don't want to hear that. It all starts up here. Oh yeah, they mad scared to say the truth. Yeah, I'ma always be real. Like, even if sometimes, like, if people don't want to hear it, that's why I said, like, if players come together and play, bro, it'll all change. First went to Evo. I got to meet and learn from Groundwood, APOC, Jason Cole, and Tragic. They were very welcoming. They didn't look down on me. I was grateful. Online is just empty. Yeah, see, a lot of it is online culture change people, because in person, people don't even act like that. All our top players beef with, while Asia top players lab. Exactly. Nah, Chrome, you didn't miss nothing really. Like, I'm just speaking that real. You know how I get on my real rants. But like that's the thing. It's like we got all this time to talk about, bro. People are on Twitter, bro. People are on Twitter talking about fucking Sagat. They are talking about Sagat all day. Sagat this, Sagat broken now. Sagat, bro. When Sagat came out, y'all said he sucked. I got the receipts. When Sagat first came out, y'all said he sucked. Now all of a sudden he's good. When he first came out, y'all said he sucked. Y'all do that with every character over here only. They over here, this shit is exclusive. Sagat sucks. This character sucks. Aki sucks. This character sucks. That character sucks. It's like always y'all say the character sucks, then y'all gotta reel it back because the character don't be sucking. Sagat sucking. Sagat was not about to suck in Street Fighter 6, bro. Like, a rocket scientist could tell you that he was gonna be a little more, like, he was gonna be able to control things a little bit more. Yo, with the 5 gifted? Yo, common sense with the 5 gifted. Y'all, appreciate you, brother. God damn, dropped the bag on me. I appreciate that. What's good, Agent? The problem is, bro, like, people don't want to have a brain for themselves. They be thinking, like, and also if you say something, they go against the grain. It's like, bro, it's not about that. Exactly. Punk be winning day one tournaments with characters. A person will say the characters suck. It's like, Punk is a high level player, so he's going to be able to bring out things about the character. Character be out for 1 hour and they'll say they suck. That should be crazy to me. It's like, what? You don't want to learn how to play a different style. Cigar hard to deal with. Buttons too damn big. Hell yeah. That man be pressing them buttons, them long ass buttons. Bro, people always, the day before patch came out, everyone was saying Maya's officially dead. Exactly. And then they retracted that and said Maya's broken. She's still broken. Like, it's like, and then you see somebody like Blas fight against Maya. He got all this counterplay, and nobody in NA is doing that shit. The same counterplay Blas is doing, nobody is trying to do that shit. Bro, I seen Ryukichi. Bro, Ryukichi was uppercutting Aki's chain, and he was the only Ken I saw uppercutting Aki's chain on Whiff Punish. They think differently, bro. Oh, you love that. So I was making Cassandra from Soul Calibur 6. This was like the color scheme I went with to make like a Cassandra color scheme. since in Soul Calibur 6 they went away from the blue and pink. So they made Cassandra go with kind of like the yellowish gold color. So yeah, that's what I was basically going for. But I appreciate that, Dez. Oh, you ain't never saw him fight? Bro, that man be doing these specific perfect parry punishes on Mai and deleting her, bro. Yeah, I love me some Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur is one of my favorite fighting games of all time, for sure. Well, if Soul Calibur 7 ever releases, chat, I'm going all in on that game, 1000%. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Soul Calibur 7 releases with rollback, I'm going all in on that game. I absolutely love Soul Calibur. So Soul Calibur ever releases and Dead or Alive ever releases, re-releases. Yeah, people don't push creativity at all. Like, it's kind of sad, actually. Yeah, Soul Calibur and DOA, those my joints. Yeah, he would do perfect parry, but do a very specific punish to a very devastating punish on her. I'd never seen people do it. Soul Calibur on Dreamcast was my first fighting game tournament as a kid. Damn, that's lit. That is good memories. I remember the day I got Soul Calibur 2. I still remember I ate a baked potato. I had a baked potato the day that shit. I had the loaded baked potato with the meat, cheese, bacon bites, all that shit in the potato. I literally remember that shit like it was yesterday for Soul Calibur 2. I remember exactly what I had to eat that day. Soul Calibur 2, that's probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Like, what it did, how it changed everything for me, it's ridiculous. Damn, will Soul Calibur come back? Soul Calibur, I feel like there's still a chance and a hope that it'll come back one day. Nothing is like set in stone where it'll never come back. But right now, with Tekken being the main focus, it's just, you know how they do. They'll never like, it's kind of like NRS. They never do Injustice and Mortal Kombat at the same time. They never want them to coexist. So I feel like with Soul Calibur, maybe in the next 2 years, 3 years, maybe, hopefully. Everyone's fighting games were Soul Calibur, MK, and KI in the first grade. Yeah, I remember when Smash Brothers, like, the first Smash Brothers came out in grade school, bro, we went crazy, bro. I swear to you, it felt like Christmas. You know that Christmas feeling in your stomach when you was a kid? When that Smash Brothers came out, bro, oh my god, I needed to get out of class to go play that shit, bro. Goodness. Tekken 4 will always be one of my favorite fighting games as well, because it was the era of when it came out and all of my friends having it, and we had the strategy guide and all that shit. That shit will be unmatched forever. Those two games, Soul Calibur 2 and Tekken 4, are very special to me. And Dead or Alive Hardcore. Dead or Alive Hardcore changed my view on like really changed my view on, damn, this person could get knocked off a goddamn church, fall through glass, and I was just like, this is mind-blowing to me, like the environmentals. So like those three games mean a lot to me. You love Taki, Maxi, Kilik, those are your characters. Yeah, back in the day I played Cassandra mostly in every Soul Calibur. Cassandra, Shanghua a little bit in the newer Soul Caliburs, but I 1000% went crazy on Cassandra because I just thought she was really cool. Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 will always have a special place for me. Supermarket here in Costa Rica, watching MVC 1 and KOF 98, and I felt something. I didn't get into KOF till 2002, 2003, like that bundle, because I would rent it from Blockbuster. That was my first time ever playing KOF, and I fell in love. The new Virtual Fighter, Agent, I feel like the new Virtual Fighter is gonna cook. I hope it's a very popular game too. I want them to bring back Bloody Roar. That's what I really want. I think Bloody Roar in this climate would cook. I think Bloody Roar actually would cook in this climate. Bloody Roar with a good like IP behind them. I think Bloody Roar would cook. KOF really put me on in 13. That's when I was like, damn, this shit is like actually peak. KOF and Street Fighter Alpha 3 were your high school jams. Those are some good jams. Avatar, okay, so the new Avatar game is everything I want. I'm not gonna hold y'all, chat. The new Avatar game is everything that I want. Like, that game is actually really good. Okay, so you're stoked for VF6. Yeah, VF6, I'm gonna definitely try. I don't like how potentially they removed Sarah and put Stella in the game. I'm kind of skeptical because I'm a huge Sarah Bryant fan. So, and I doubt they put Stella and Sarah Bryant in the game. So I'm very scared for the future of Sarah. But if Sarah is not in VF7, I'll probably play Aoi. I might go Aoi, or I actually might go crazy and go Lei Fei for real. I might actually go Lei Fei. I might, because I don't know. It's something telling me like put Lei Fei on the map. I might have to go Lei Fei. KOF 2000 was what got you into KOF. Neo Geo Arcade with 2000. I learned from getting beat by Indonesia, Korean, and Chinese exchange students. I learned from them. Damn, that's dope. I wish I had a competitive history back in the day. I didn't really get competitive until Street Fighter 4. Yeah, Soul Calibur 6 was dope. I had a lot of fun with that. Keelik was pretty solid in that. Yeah, Akira looks pretty peak in the new one. I like the way he looks. VF on PS2, but I didn't know what the hell to do there. I was playing Virtual Fighter 4 on PS2. I definitely did not know. I got it for Christmas. I got that, Tekken Tag Tournament, and Tekken 4. That was the same Christmas I got all three of those. Yeah, Wolf looks really sick. Top of the arcade machine and getting my ass whooped. That's funny. Due to make more fighting game players try different fighting games. Honestly, common sense, I don't know. People be stubborn. They be liking their game. That's the problem with fighting games nowadays. People only like playing their game. If more people would try out different fighting games, we'd be in there. Master Procrastinator. Thank you for that follow. VF4 Evo is what got me into VF. When I saw that Evo for the first time I ever top 8 of VF was so hype. Yeah, I watched one top 8 for VF that was really hype, or one of the old VFs. It was really hype. Yeah, the confident people that are confident in their skills always play multiple fighting games. That's the thing. Alright, let's try to learn this new tech. Let me see. I got bookmarked it, right? Did I bookmark it? To be clear, Kara EX cancel is not like CBS 2. It's probably fixed. Alright, chat. So if y'all are unfamiliar with the new tech, save jumps no longer work. Save jumps no longer work because you can use invul frames of your SPG attack. And you see how she just command grabbed a save jump? So save jumps no longer work. So apparently, you can press your rev attack with the command grab input and deny a save jump. Yeah, they have to fix that because that is game breaking and that is not the game I want to play. So the input is both fierces, right? Because red blow is that. So is it all 3 buttons? Is that the input? So yeah, it is. Hold on, my allergies are killing me. Tissue. We're gonna learn how to do this shit. And I don't wish allergies on nobody. Okay, so with that being said, I wish. Why is the quality so low? Okay, yeah, it's light punch, light kick, heavy kick. So light punch, light kick, heavy kick, 3 buttons. Okay. So light punch. So boom, boom, boom. Command grab. But how do you get it to be command grab input? How does that work? Why does the first input is red? Hold up, why does... Oh, you have to press the red button. Red button and do it. So is it... It's like that. But how do you get command grab out? Yeah, people think they know the game by saying that the game only has 3 characters. Exactly, Billy. It's so much things that can happen in this game that nobody knows. So we're gonna figure out how to do it. So Chun does have an auto save jump. Chun has an auto save jump, so we'll just make her throw me. So right here. Oh shit. That's an auto save jump. I'll do it with light punch. I mean light kick, so it'll be a little easier. Like that. That's a safe jump. Alright, why is health regen not on? The hell? Alright, so let me see. So how do you do it? Oh, well, first of all, that was the wrong input. Light punch. No. What the hell? It was light kick. That's what it is. It's weird to even press all of those buttons. How are people pressing that? Are they macroing that shit? Like that. It's like that. But how would I press that comfortably? I'm trying to think how I would press that comfortably. That's not comfortable to press. Because it's like these buttons, but then it's the red button. I guess I can macro. Hold up. Let me see. I can macro. I'm not gonna do that. Let me see. It's like an awkward ass input. Because I would have to make it easier, I would have to change my button config to make rev button this instead. Just for the sake of practicing this, I'm gonna do that. What's good, Bar? You said people ain't gonna be doing it. It's like, I do hope it gets patched out, but I don't even know how to do it. Like, what is the trick to doing it? Because people might not do it if it's like this difficult. What do you have to do? Because everybody's posting videos on it, but they're not like explaining it. Changing button says it's a hassle, so I went with command throw. I'm trying it right now, but I can't get it to work at all. I'm stuck. Is it correct to do sustain input, then do 6236A slide? When you see the key translation is so hard, man. Set of river stands, try testing it if you can get command grab. Buffer in your first special move, then you Kara its first frame or two to an EX. Yeah, but I think you can do 623 AAC. You should, that should give you DP to EXDP, for example. 623A, 6BD to get DP to command grab. Yeah, people, yeah, Speedy, I doubt it'll get patched, especially if nobody's doing it. key. Because his inputs are weird. So I'm gonna show y'all Nemo's inputs again. I wish what you call it had better quality. Like, look at his inputs. This shit is so freaking blurry. He did down for punch, and then rev, punch, both kicks. Yeah, Twitter quality is so bad. So 623A, then plink the AC. Should give you DP to EXDP. So it'll give you... Will it give you the command grab? I saw Terry do DP break. That one is the broken one. I saw a DP break. Oh, hold up. Viewer, you got some good quality. Hold up. Viewer, you got some good quality. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom. Media overhead, boys. Okay. See, it's like that DP. It did EXDP. Okay. And then, of course, he's showing you can mediate. So I'm confused. Why for a frame or two then Kara to EXDP? So is the Kara essentially what's giving the game your invul frames? Because why was Nemo doing rev? Like, why was he doing the rev button? Like, he had rev in his input? Is there a reason behind that? It's because that's the only way to give it the armor of the SPG attack, maybe? Because I think maybe potentially he was using some of the armor on the SPG attack for that. But I think, well, yeah, with uppercuts, what you're saying is how the uppercut works to beat that. Like, if it's going to beat the overhead, which is weird. That's interesting tech. I'm trying to see if anybody has like a really just good explanation on it. Because Kendevu said, okay, hold on. Here's Kendevu. Here's Kendevu. He has a little better quality. Let me see. Okay, save jump boys. Boom. And then he command grabbed that shit. Let me see what his inputs were. Boom. See, the inputs are quarter circle forward, H, rev, light kick, heavy, heavy. And then he was able to command grab through. You could just do 623 AC, by the way. Really? Oh, I see the input. I'm a bot because he's doing forward neutral. He's doing DP. Okay, I see. So he's doing forward neutral down, down, forward, which is an uppercut input. Uppercut right here. So you use that invol, and then he's doing rev. Okay. So I wonder, can you do it without both of them pressed rev? So do you think you could do it without rev? Okay, so I'm gonna try it without rev. I'm gonna try it without rev. I'm gonna go back to my button input. I mean my button layout, because this is my layout. Okay, so I'm gonna try it without. So he's basically using this as the invol, and then he's command grabbing. So I should be able. I wanna, let me think. But I think, you know what? I think he has to be card canceling something. This shit is confusing. Yeah, this tech is hella nerdy. I think, okay, so let's practice it with a meaty, like an actual meaty setup. So we need her to just do like a meaty setup on me, like an actual like overhead meaty. I don't know if it's good, but I want to know how it works so my brain can process it, be able to do it at least once or twice, see it, and then like not worry about it anymore. It's kind of like one of those things. So... oh shit, I didn't do that. Hello. Okay. So right here. Yeah, that's he said if you gonna do all that, you might as well just JD the overhead and punish for real, because it's a lot of effort. Unless rev is a break, so you like roll cancel the rev with the next special move. That's what I thought it was, because that's why I want somebody to like, because all of them are pressing that rev, because Nemo pressed the same input. Like Nemo pressed the same input, and but V-Ryu didn't. But I think because, let me see, I'm gonna try to do the V-Ryu version He did DP, and then he slid the input. So it's like let me see if I can do this. I'll try this version. If I could do that, then I'll feel a little more satisfied. I just want to do that version though. Huh. You got it with command grab? You actually got it? Be something that doesn't have a lot of active brain, immediate overhead, or safety. Oh, Mitsuhashi was streaming and doing it? Oh, okay. I would actually like to see it. Was... Huh. Because I just want to understand, like, I understand the concept and I see how it works on these videos. I just want to be able to do it once. That way my brain can click and I can be like, okay. I want my brain to click with it. Because it's very interesting. I'm not going to hold you. It's like super interesting. Funny part, he did that shit with down, down. He did down, down. Like down forward, down forward. Down forward, down forward, punch. Oh, you know what? Hold on, chat. I think I have a better idea of how to do it. Yeah, I just got it on save jump 6236A BD. Huh. 6236A. And then BD. Oh, you got the command grab joint? You actually got the command grab joint? Yo, Corgos, I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna try. You have to do it fast? Oh shit, I did it super. This shit is interesting. Is it hard? Do you like say like it's an actual hard technique to do? Like with basically very okay. Because you would have to do it so fast on wake up. You got it one time. That's funny. It's definitely something that's interesting for the community to look at right now. I don't think we should go too crazy about it. Do I think it should be patched out? Of course. I think anything like that should be patched out, but I'm not gonna go like insane about it and be like, oh my god, like this tech is like, you know, whatever. That is not it. It's so easy to put hood and then get EX on wake up, you just die. Right. By the way, Barbar, are you still on that uni? Watching your grind on uni was actually entertaining. Like I was watching you, I was peeping game when you were fighting, I think the Enkendu player. Just watching you grind that game was actually entertaining. Shit, I was watching you play MKX. Alright, Chad, I don't think we're gonna be able to get this one. It's like, this tech is just crazy. Have I ever fought I'm Still the Daddy in MK? No, I don't think we played at MK. I think the only games we've ever played in is this game. Damn, I don't know. That's like really hard to do. That's like really difficult, Terry. I can't get it. Yeah, it was I can't remember what characters we were on, but I do remember fighting them in this game. It was fun. Tapping my macro right after the DP. It's like the inputs that they're using. I don't understand why they're hitting Rev. So he said, to be clear on the special Kara stuff, it's not like CBS2 EX moves. Doesn't keep full invulnerability. You cancel after the first frame of DP, which are invincible by EX specials, which are not. So that only works versus meaties of 1 to 2 active frames. And he did it with Mr. Big. He did DP. Then command grab. But he didn't press so literally, yeah, you have to do uppercut. You have to the thing that's consistent is you have to do the uppercut input while you're waking up. And then once you do the uppercut, then you input the command grab, and then you'll get the input. So he did. It's weird. What is Mr. Big's what's Mr. Big's uppercut input? It's kicks, right? Or is it punches? I think it's kicks. Because he's pressing heavy. He's pressing all three of these together like that. Which is essentially red. Yeah, because he's Kara canceling that red. It's weird. That's super weird. Yeah, when I look at his input, he did light kick, heavy kick, and heavy punch. I had a great team and lots of helpful people were coming by the chat helping me and stuff. Right about, I'll play it here and there and watch. Yeah, it looked dope. It definitely looked dope. Command grab is a DP motion. Oh yeah, he does have a DP motion for a command grab. I forgot. He's a Mr. Big. His EXDP has air invul, so perhaps it was EXDP invul car command grab. Hey, Tenshi, what's up? I'm trying this new tech, Tenshi. Do I use anything for my skin? My bad, I didn't see it. Nah, I don't use anything specifically for my skincare or anything. So there's this version with Mr. Big. Let me show y'all. This version with Mr. Big is like this. So not specifically that, but this part right here. So you see him do an EX command grab out of her safe jump. Yeah, this shit seems like... Welcome back to Sepia. This tech seems like very, very interesting. It's like... It's really hard to do. I really do think it's kind of impractical. I don't think that anybody's gonna be... I mean, there are some sweats out there that probably can do it very consistently, but I don't know. Kind of like one of them things where we'll have to see. This could help T-Doc a lot. Yeah, it probably would help T-Doc a lot. Because it's funny, because my inputs are the exact same as Ryu, and I cannot get it. He literally did. Yeah, it would be sick to see somebody, like, because you do know Goichi is going to... I cannot do it. Oh, did my chat die? That's an L. Let me see. My chat is so weird. Why did my chat die? Okay, I think we back. Are we back? Okay. Basically, it's just the ability to cancel the invul frames into another attack, so you're able to like do things that you shouldn't be able to do. Like, you would be able to like command grab somebody on wake up using the invul frames of your uppercut, which is weird. The holding tech. Like negative edge. Yes, like similar to that, yes. I'll show you a video of what it looks like. Let me see. Because there's a lot of tech going around right now where people are doing it. So it looks like this. This is what it looks like. So you can command grab a safe jump. See how she command grab that safe jump? So she's able to command grab that safe jump. If you look at her inputs, it's forward, down, down, forward, forward, heavy punch. And then she did rev, light, heavy, heavy. I was able to command grab. Yeah, I love when the community does that too. Makes things like this possible. Because now everybody's trying to figure it out, like what it really does. I want to do the same input, but I just want to know why they're pressing red though. That must just be the macro. Basically using the invul on the uppercut and immediately canceling into a grab, but it's like a plink, so it is like a card cancel, you know? Where you get the envelope for a few startup frames, then cancel. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But I need to get command grab. Could be an option like where if they mess up the car for the grab, the DP comes out. Ah, you know what? You might be right about that. That's tricky. Are you dope at all games, fighting games excluded? I mean, I know how to play most games at just like a higher level of understanding, if that makes sense. So like if I'm playing like a RPG game, I'm gonna have like a higher level of understanding. If I'm playing a shooting game, I'm gonna have a higher level of understanding. But whether it would be if my aim is on point or not would be the question. But because I practice a lot, my aim is above average. So yeah, I would say like if I play a game, I'm just gonna think differently so I can get into a game like faster, if that makes sense. And carry over to the move you're canceling into, right? So it's like different because you have to like the way you have to cancel it is just so fast. That's why I think it's kind of impractical. Cause it's like I can't even get it once. Yeah, I don't think this is practical. Yeah, I don't feel like this is some like exclusive training mode shit. Cause I don't really see this being a thing. I don't see this being a thing at all. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even beat like if you meet low, you're gonna lose. So it's like if I were to bro, this game safe input so bad. Because if you do anything but block, you're gonna get hit. You know what I mean? And then you get counter hit and you lose anyway. I would say in a game, if it wasn't like, if this game didn't function like this, that might be a good option. But the way this game works, especially with like how things work, you're gonna get cooked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. It's interesting it's definitely like some interesting tech, but I definitely think that it might be a little overhyped. Cause if it only stops and there's not many overhead characters in the game, it's like what Chun-Li, Marco, and I almost said Barbar, that's crazy. Chun-Li, Marco, and Mr. Big. I mean, that's it. Those are like the only characters. Now Barbar is like official DLC character in the game. I think those are like the only characters that really, cause Salvatore, you're gonna get smoked. That man Salvatore's overhead is active for like 1,000,000 frames over your head, so it's like you can't even get around his shit. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely like some interesting tech though. Back. Yeah, exactly. It literally shook up the community so we could talk about something new, to distract us from the from the actual things that we're waiting on, which would be like season 2, new characters, new mechanics, and hopefully a patch before Frosty Final Scenes and not the week before Frosty's. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Um okay, I think that's it for me. I think I want to go get some tacos and eat. So as always, I think my stream like died and then came back weird. My stream is like that sometimes. I don't know why it does that. But yes, thank y'all so much for the real talk today. We got a lot of talking in about Samurai Showdown and just video games in general, fighting games in general. And all of that with being said, I definitely speak my mind. I like to be very honest about what I'm talking about. So a lot of topics, I'm not afraid to say what I feel and things to help the community grow and get better. Because like I said, a lot of egos in the community that can always come together, push more of the agenda, and try to dominate in our region. There's things that we have to do, and there's things like boundaries that we have to push mentally to be able to do that. So I'm glad that I can have that chat with y'all today. That means a lot. So all in all, I'm gonna rate somebody. I think the homie Kenso is streaming. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the homie Kenso is streaming some 2XKO. Y'all go show Kenso some love and support while your boy goes and get some tacos, because you already know I'm pretty hungry. I will see y'all next time, peeps. Peace.